first making headlines, particularly in the world of business. The central bank report from there shows that Nigeria's external reserves fell by $63.62 million in the month of January this year. The data reveals that external reserves stood at $37.08 billion as at December 30, 2022, and fell to $37.01 billion at the end of January 30, 2023. Recall that the reserves fell by $3.43 billion in 2022 after dropping from $40.52 billion as at the end of December 31st, 2021. Analyst states that foreign investors will remain on the sidelines given the lack of FX reforms, higher global interest rates, and weak macroeconomic narratives. The Minister of Budget and National Finance, Budget and National Planning, Mrs. Zainab Ahmed, says the federal government spent 41% of the revenue generated in 2022 to service its 44.06 trillion naira debt and extends the 2022 budget implementation by 3 months, ending March 2023, over the weak revenue performance last year. Speaking at the ministerial briefing at Abuja, the minister faulted the recent downgrade of Nigerian credit ratings by Moody's Investors Service, a U.S.-based ratings agency, from B3 to CAA1, maintaining that the international agency may have no understanding of a country's macroeconomic fundamentals. Despite the increase in non-oil revenue, 2022 budget projected 18.1 trillion naira spending, out of which 8.17 trillion naira deficit was sourced through domestic borrowing. The federal government says it earned significant revenue of about $18 billion from non-oil exports such as urea, fertilizer, ginger, and sesame between 2015 and 2022. Minister of Industry, Trade and Investments, Mr. Adeniyi Adebayo, disclosed this at the 21st edition of President Muhammadu Buhari's administration scorecard series in Abuja. According to the minister, the country recorded a growth rate of $3.57 billion in 2022, $3.45 billion in 2021, while it earned $2.21 billion and $1.87 billion in 2019 and 2020, respectively. He adds that urea, fertilizer, in the largest non-oil selling point for the country at the moment, ginger and sesame, which are in high demand in Europe. The minister, however, urged Nigerians to explore the opportunity and market more of its produce to boost the country's non-oil sector and foreign exchange reserves.